Hey students, it's Matt Kohler for the FITN 2017 on-campus training course, or practical experience, which is really this semester a remote training course. So just want to give you a little bit of information. Here we are after reading week, in week 8 of the semester. We have 5 weeks and 4 days or 3 days for the rest of the semester. And basically, here are the expectations for the remainder of the course. So the expectations are that by the end of the course, you will have conducted 12 training sessions, not including your consultation with your client. So if you are uncertain, and you probably are going to be uncertain whether you can fit in 12 training sessions or a total of 12 training sessions by the end of the semester, then what you need to do is basically do what we say is a training audit. Look at a calendar, map out maybe an average of 2 sessions per week, and see if you're going to get to 12 sessions by the end of the semester. Now, some of you will finish before the end of the semester, well before the end of the semester, so maybe in the second or third last week in the semester. Some of you may be training your clients right up until the end of the semester. Recommendations are an average of 2 sessions per week. The question is, what if your client wants to train more than twice a week? If you can fit it into your schedule, then absolutely. And if they can fit it into your schedule, then absolutely, you can do that. But the expectation is that you will have a total of 12 training sessions completed with your client, minimum 40 minutes each, by the end of the semester. Some of you have already experienced what happens in the real world in terms of industry. Clients will cancel, clients get sick, clients get injured. You have something come up, you need to cancel a client or a client's training session, and this is normal. So don't panic. Think of the long game. This is going to be a 5.5-week marathon and not a 2-day sprint. Now, having said that, all of these training sessions need to be documented in Coach Me Plus. That is how we are keeping tabs on you to see, hey, are the students training the clients for these sessions? Now, some of you will have clients who are quite active, so you may be training your client twice a week, but then the client, they're doing their own sessions. Try as best as you can to enter in what the client is doing on their own into Coach Me Plus. The idea with this is that we will have a complete picture of the client's physical activity levels. So to give you an example, I was just talking to a staff member from the college, and they said, yeah, they go to a fitness center and work out in the morning with heavy resistance, and then in the afternoon they have their session with their student trainer, which they love, because they said, I'm sitting at my desk all day, so it gets me up, it gets me moving, it's calisthenics, it's body weight exercises, and I just enjoy getting moving after sitting in my office for 5 or 6 hours. So with that client, for example, you would want to ask that client, okay, what are you doing when you're going to the fitness center? And can you give me some of the details so I can enter it into Coach Me Plus and then use the full resources available on Coach Me Plus to help progress that client. One other thing is every exercise and movement that you have displayed in the programs in Coach Me Plus, you should have yourself giving a video demonstration of that exercise. Standard rules, make sure the audio is muted. It is just a video example of you performing the exercise so that if the client decides to do a session on their own, they can look at that exercise and see proper technique. And again, what Casey, Greg, and I will do as time permits is we will go into some of the programs and look at random videos of you performing exercises. If we notice a concern or something about technique, we will give you feedback about that. The whole purpose of this course is for you to get better. Final point is don't harass your clients. And what do I mean by that? So let's say you've done the consultation, but then you let 6 or 7 days elapse or pass before you contact them for the initial training session. Well, don't say to the client, hey, I need to have a training session done by the end of this week, so can you train tomorrow? Client response says, no, I can't train tomorrow. What about 3 days later? And then you keep badgering them. Now, that is different from a client who's non-responsive. General rules of etiquette are you need to give your client about 24 hours to respond. If a client does not respond within 24 hours, follow up with a follow-up email. If you need to, you can copy myself on the email, or if you're in Greg's section or Cassandra's section, you can copy them on the email also so that they're aware, and make it professional. Make sure that you put proper salutation. So, hello, client's name. This is your name. And I'm just reaching out to you again. I haven't heard back. Just want to see if we can set up another training session. Here are 2 or 3 available days and times. If those don't work in your schedule, please let me know. And then this way, if your instructor is copied on it or if I'm copied on it, then we are aware that there may be issues. So End of the day, what do you need to do? 12 training sessions, have all the exercise sessions documented on Coach Me Plus, make sure you have video demonstrations of all the movement patterns, and again, should issues arise, should you have questions, make sure that you contact your instructor in a timely manner. Thanks, everybody.